Hey everyone, it's Nothara, and today I'm going to be going over the Dream Mana photo pack. And just a quick reminder, you only get what is in this content list right here. You do not get any of the outfits that are in the displays. You only get this stuff right here. And right now it's going to be the Softheart Bud Chat Bubble, the Full Body Pose Mirage Yearning, the scene Underworld Dream, and the dynamic scene Untainted Dream. So here's a look at the scene in its entirety. You can actually see the light spots up there, and as you circle around, it is just a very sharp cutoff this way. And if you do go up high enough, you actually do hit another flat surface up here. I'm not sure why they added that. You can't see it when you're underneath, but you can see it when you're up above it. It's kind of strange, I'm not gonna lie. And here's your posable area. It's actually very narrow, but you can go high up, so that is a plus. But down here on the ground where the scene is actually like fully fleshed out, there really isn't too much space for posing around. At least with this scene, whenever you do come up this high, that second layer does pop up. You can go above it. So in a way, I mean, I guess you can kind of use the sky a bit. If you can somehow get creative enough to work that flat edge horizon into it in the background, maybe with DOF you can kind of blur that harshness. Let's bring her away from it. Is that gonna blur it all? A little bit, not too much though. So if you're willing to work with that, there is the roof, I guess, that you can work with. And of course the sky's actually like a pretty good looking sky. I don't see like a copy paste smattering too much. It's pretty good. And here's the scene on the lightest shade and the darkest shade. Both of them look very good. I can still see definition in both of them, so neither of them are getting washed out at all. So that is like super excellent news. So here's the lighting from the front, the lighting from the right. It is very dark. The lighting from the back is ultra dark. You pretty much lose your doll. But have y'all ever seen the WAP art guy on YouTube? The way the jewelry is still lit up reminds me of the way that he draws his jewelry and all of his beautiful pieces. So I mean, that's really super cool. And here's the lighting from the left. Not as dark as the right side. And here's the full body pose again, Mirage Yearning. I did turn focus on to help give you a better example because you can't actually just see this scene from the preview. But get a closer look at the hands. I do like how they did the hands in this one. Look very delicate. Although right there, the doll's hand where like the wrist and the palm meet does look a little stretched. And here's the dynamic pose without the fancy camera. Let's go ahead and run through some of the handheld umbrellas and see if they work with this pose. Oh, it works with this forced fairy staff. It also works with the Rite of Iris's staff. It works with the Blooming Flowers umbrella. It does work with the Cherry Snowfall umbrella though. It works with the Lime Imagination handheld. The Mushroom Parasol works. Oh, wow. The Echo Preview microphone works. That would be good for like any pop star looks. Yay, the rain and bamboo umbrella works. As does the azure umbrella. The falling rain one works. And that's everything. Not too bad, actually. I'm kind of surprised with a few of the items that works with. And here's the Mirage Yearning facial expression. Kind of does make her cheeks poof out a little bit like a chipmunk and gives like kind of a pinched smile almost. And here's the Untainted Dream expression. Alright, and here's some of the filters on it. I really like receding twilight on this background. I use that one like a lot. And for our retouch settings, here's the vignette. It naturally sits at a 0.7 for this scene, creating that very dark, ominous look because it's supposed to be one of those scenes. DOF, the canyon that you can't access sadly, and our white balance. Our saturation, really pump up those reds. And our contrast. So there is a light spot kind of over here. I think it's directly underneath this one that comes out right there. So you can only get into the backlight spot to get that glow. And here's our chat bubble. I do love the gradient inside of it. It is so cute. The text is black. I think it's a little too sharp in contrast with the chat bubble itself. I might have done like just like a touch lighter shade of black. I do love the little hamster in the corner and the curling vines and the little flowers. This is a really adorable chat bubble and completely at odds with the scene itself. I don't know, I feel like they always do that. They give you a chat bubble completely opposite the theme of the scene that they're trying to sell. And that is everything for the Dream Mana pack. It is a very limited scene pose-wise. There's not much terrain that you can pose with. You do just have the red grass and the red spider lilies. And the alleyway in which you can actually pose is also quite small. The scene is naturally dark and you can't, like I said, you just can't move around that much. And then when you go up, you have that like top layer ceiling. The night sky is beautiful in this one though. That's a huge plus. If you're looking to somehow set your panel to be night stars, you can definitely do it with this scene. And despite the limited posing area of this scene, I do still love it. I think it's gorgeous and I've always been attracted to, like, you know, the darker stuff, and this is one of those scenes that's not like overly cutesy or anything. It is simple because it's so small and condensed, but I do really like it. It's good for the darker toned dress ups that I do, and it just has great lighting on my doll. I personally love it so much. But anyway, I hope that you found this helpful in deciding if you'd like to purchase this scene pack or wait for another that's going to come out sometime soon, or a rerun for one that you had your eyes on in the past. But I will talk to you later. Bye bye.